Hi class. Today we're going to learn about using Poplet.com, which is an online graphic organizer site, and then you'll be making your own graphic organizer. We first need to learn a few Poplet terms. One is graphic organizer, which is any way that can help you brainstorm or organize your thoughts. Those of you that use bubble maps when we're brainstorming, that's a form of graphic organizer. You also need to know what a Poplet is. Yes, Poplet is the name of our website, but the website refers to each cell in the graphic organizer or each bubble as a Poplet. So today when we talk about a Poplet, we're just talking about one cell or one bubble in your graphic organizer. The background is going to be the space between each Poplet or cell on your computer screen. If you were doing this handwritten, it would be the white of your paper behind each of your bubbles. The font is the shape and the size of the text, and the board is the background. And the Poplets are set on what Poplet.com calls a board. This would be your sheet of paper if you were handwriting it. I will now show you how to get started on Poplet.com and creating your own graphic organizers. Be sure to look for the yellow circles on each slide so that you can follow along with me. You will be creating your own graphic organizers on Poplet when we are through. The first thing you need to do is type www.poplet.com into the address bar, and then you'll click on Create Account. You'll then fill out the information, your first name, your last name, an email address, which will also be your account name, and enter your password twice. Make sure it's the same thing each time. You'll then click on the I agree box that you agree to the terms and condition and the privacy policy, and then you can go ahead and click Next. Poplet will then go through 5 different ways that Poplet can be used. You'll go ahead and browse each of these. You will learn that Poplet is used to collect inspiration, to create galleries, to record thoughts, and to explore ideas. When you've seen all 5, go ahead and click Take Me to Poplet. Click to make a new Poplet to get started, and then you're going to name your Poplet about your content. Today my content is myself, so I simply typed in Mrs. Richard. Then when you're done, click Make It So. Poplet will talk you through online steps to show you what to do. Let's go through these together now. The first thing you need to do is double-click anywhere on the board to make a Poplet. Then you can just type into your Poplet like any old regular text box. You can click this button to change Poplet's color, and when you click it will give you color options to choose from. You can change the size of your font if you want to add emphasis, and you can click on the triangles on the corners of the Poplet and drag them to resize your Poplet if you want it to be bigger. You can click anywhere inside the Poplet and then drag it to move it to where you need it on the board. And you can click anywhere on the background to move the entire board. When you're finished with that, you can click X to close the Helpful Hints box. One more helpful hint, if you click on the white and the gray circles that are on the edges of the Poplet and you drag it, it will connect it to another Poplet and create another Poplet. So you see I had Mrs. Richard, and then I clicked on the circle and dragged it, and then it created a new Poplet that I can now type into, and it will be connected to Mrs. Richard. Your Poplet can end up looking like this. When you're pleased with your work, go to the blue wheel and click on it, and then click Save to save your Poplet. And if you go ahead and click on the Home button and you go back, you'll be able to see all of your Poplets anytime that you log into your account. Why would we want to use Poplet? Well, it's a great way to brainstorm and to organize your thoughts. It's very easy to edit or to change the Poplets, and it's easy to connect the Poplets and add new Poplets, which is something I find that my students struggle with. They never want to edit or change or add to their graphic organizers because it's difficult. There may not be enough room on the page, or you have to erase or scratch out. This keeps it nice and easy and neat. You can save the Poplets online that you can use later, which is great, and you can also print the Poplets once you're finished. Okay, now it's your turn. We're going to go to the computer lab. You're going to create a Poplet account and look at the 5 examples of the different types of Poplets that you could use. Then you're going to create a Poplet. You're going to tell me about yourself today. So for today's Poplet, you need your name as your first Poplet, and then from there you can click and drag and make a new Poplet that is connected to it, and that should have 2 nouns that describe you, 1 noun in each Poplet. For instance, you could have student or athlete. Then you need 2 explanations coming off of those 2 nouns. Remember, mine will be up on our class wiki. This whole PowerPoint will be if you need extra help. And you can go to my Poplet and see my example to help you out on yours. Hope you enjoy using Poplet and have a good time.